Hey guys, Adam from the Light Media Group. So today we're going to do a little bit different video. I'm going to walk you through on how to get started with WordPress. You can launch a website for free, basically. A WordPress website on DigitalOcean. I'm going to leave the link below, which gives you $100 credit for DigitalOcean if you use that link to sign up for DigitalOcean. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So the link in the description, you'll just enter it in a URL and you'll bring it in here. And how you know if that's active, it says free credit active. Get started with DigitalOcean for $100 for 60 days for new users. So if you don't have a DigitalOcean account, you can use this sign up link that's in the description below, and you'll get $100 for worth of credits for that you can use in 60 days. So you go through the sign up process. I'll just show you that real quick. It's really straightforward. I'm already signed up, so I click it and it brings me right in. So it basically, you just enter your email address, you enter, create a password, any billing information, that kind of stuff. Really straightforward. So you'll have a project page over here once you get your DigitalOcean account set up, and this is where you create your what they call droplets, which are basically like virtual private servers that you can create in here, which are basically just instances of an operating system, and you can install whatever you want on it. So I'm actually creating a project. My Light Media project is here, and I'm creating a sample that's going to be on my website, and just a little demo site that I'm going to have available. So I wanted to take you along with me. So let's go ahead and get started. So what you want to do from here is you're going to go up to the top where the big green button is and hit create. And you're going to create a droplet. DigitalOcean is really awesome. It has all kinds of different stuff that you can do here in their public cloud offering. But we're gonna deal with a droplet today. So we go through the create. It's basically a little wizard we're going to go through. We're going to use the marketplace to pick an image that we're going to load. You can also use your custom images. You can restore from backup. But we're going to select WordPress. You see how that turns blue once you click on it. We're going to do shared CPU. You could do dedicated CPU, which is if your website grows or you're getting a lot of traffic, you can actually come up here and scale your droplet to be larger. You can have, look at these crazy 96 gigs, 20 CPUs, really awesome, powerful stuff that you could do in here if you needed. So since this is a starting website, it's just a demo. It doesn't need to be super crazy fast. We're going to make this basic, and we're going to go down to the $5 a month. Awesome. So let me just stop there. $5 a month. Just think about that. You go to Wix, what is it? 25. Any of those pre-made sites, they're going to be way more than that a month. For $5 a month, you can launch a WordPress website. That's really awesome. Now you have to do some of your management. So yeah, there's a little bit more work involved, but let me continue on. We'll show you how simple and easy this is. You can have block storage. Then you want to choose the data center that you want to put it in. Pick the data center that's closer to where your users are going to be. So like if you're a church and you're located on the East Coast, New York would be better. If you're more near the West Coast, San Francisco would be better. If you're in London, obviously London would be great. So anyway, pick the data center that's close. I already have some in New York, so I'm actually going to put this one in the same location. Virtual private. We don't really need a private IP, so we're just going to leave that alone. We can continue on. Do you want any other things? Do you want monitoring? You want user data? Any of that kind of stuff? We don't really need that right now. This is a demo site. And authentication. So I'm going to stop here for a second. SSH, if you're not familiar with Linux, don't be freaking out right now, but you can either connect to the Linux using SSH keys, or you can have it using a password. This is not like a super secure. We have no security restraints or anything like that. So we're going to just do a first-time password, and we will just SSH to it using this password. So it's a username and password. Very, very familiar. So go ahead and enter your password. And I'm going to just create one right here. And you can see that it has really high requirements. I would actually recommend generating a password. So you could go to password generator and create your password for that. But you want this one to be really strong because this is how you're going to access yours. So you can see it needs to be 8 characters, 1 uppercase, number, and then it cannot end in a special character. Really cool. All right, and then finalize. We want 1 droplet, and then this is the name of it. Their naming scheme's actually pretty good, so we're going to just stick with that. It's what it is, 1 CPU, 1 gig, and it's in the New York City 1 location. You can add little tags. You can enable backup. I'd actually recommend this for $1. Basically, your droplet gets backed up. You can restore it. So, and it tells you right here. It says a system level backup is taken once a week, and each backup is retained for 4 weeks. If you want to learn how to back up WordPress, I got a video. I'll link. It'll show up right here, and you can click on that to learn how to back up WordPress specifically. But what this does is it backs up your entire droplet or system. So system level backup. So now what we want to do is create this droplet, and it's going to spin. We'll sit here and wait. That needs to go away. So, and it gives you progress bar. So what it's doing is provisioning the resources and deploying this image of Ubuntu with WordPress already pre-installed. So we just need to wait a minute. This sometimes can take, just depending on what the system workload is and all that kind of stuff and how many resources you need. Since we're provisioning a small one, it's usually pretty fast. So I'm just going to wait. This is live, real time. I'm not cutting away from this or anything. So look, now we have our WordPress droplet, and we get a green light that shows as it active. Now I want to go ahead and copy this IP address, and we're going to go ahead and SSH into this machine. So here we go. So how to SSH is really easy. So you bring up a terminal. I'm on a Mac. You can bring up SSH using like PuTTY, or we can actually go through the console if you wanted to. But I'm going to show you this way, and then I'll show you the console real quick as well. So we want to SSH. We want to log in as the root user at, and then that address that it's signed to it. This IP address, this 157. This is the IP address. Basically, it's like your mailing address for your house. This is the mailing address or the network address for this droplet, for the droplet you just created. So we'll hit SSH, boom. And it's going to ask you, hey, this has a key. Do you want to accept it? You just type yes and enter. And then now we want to enter the password. So that password we used when we created this, because we set ours up as password. And then boom. Now what we're going to do is it's going to walk us through how to get this going. So I'm going to kind of zoom in here a little bit. Let me see if I can do that for you. So now it wants to ask you what your domain name is. Don't be turned off by this. It's really simple. All domain name means is what address is this going to be running from. In our case, like if you're standing up your church or whatever, you would type in mychurch.com or mychurch.org or whatever it is. This case for me, this is going to be lightmediagroup.com. So that's and you want to make sure you get this typed correctly. You can't use the arrow keys. I tried there. So since we're in yes, you want to make sure this is correct. .com. Okay, so demo.thelightmediagroup.com. So basically what this is going to do is it's going to create a certificate to make sure our website's secure later, and we'll show you that as we get through here. So what's your email address? So my address is hello@thelightmediagroup.com. And username. So you can create up whatever username you want. So for example, this is going to be your WordPress username. So mine's going to be Adam Horton. Just like to use that, keep it simple. And then I'm going to enter my password here. This is not going to show like you're typing, so you just want to make sure that you put it in correctly. So you can always backspace and start all over again, but just backspace way more than you need. So blog title. So this is going to be so this is basically going to be part of your SEO, and we can talk about that. But basically, what do you want to call your site? So somebody's ask you, what is this site? You're going to say, well, this is the Light Media Group demo site. Yours could be, whatever your church name is, whatever your business name is. That's what I would recommend you put there. Is this information correct? It wants you to confirm. If you hit no here, it'll go back and reprompt you for all that. So we're yes, we're good. Then the reason why we wanted to hit enter our subdomain correctly there is now it's going to generate this security key for us. Let me scoot this over so you'll be able to see here. It says, would you like to use Let's Encrypt CertBot to configure SSL, which is basically secure socket layer, which basically secures your website so it prevents any information from escaping for people that are browsing it. I would default just do this. The CertBot renews your certs. There's no additional cost. It's really, really awesome little setup here. So this walks us through the script. So now it wants you to enter the email address for what it would be. So if there was an issues with a certain renewal notices and stuff like that, you don't have to enter. You can actually exit or continue on. But I'm going to enter it because I want to know if my certificate is not going to work. It's not renewing correctly. I want to know if there's a problem. So I'm going to enter the same address. Hello, if I could type. But the problem is, I got to go all the way back. So hello. Hello at lightmediagroup.com. Boom. Okay. And then, do you accept that? You can go to those URLs and look at it. I've read it before. All good stuff. And then it says, would you be willing to share your email address so they can, they already have my email address, but then these are the sites that it's going to encrypt and create certificates for. Demo.thelightmediagroup.com and then www.demo.thelightmediagroup.com. I don't really need it for the www, so I'm just going to select one. If you're creating your website and it's just the domain, so you'll get, for example, the Light Media Group would be thelightmediagroup.com and www.lightmediagroup. So I would accept them both. So if you want to accept them both, you just press enter. You just leave it and press enter. Or for my case, I don't want it for the www, so I'm going to press 1 and just take the first certificate. So now what it's doing is it's reaching out to Let's Encrypt servers, generating a certificate, and installing it on your Droplet here. So now it's configuring, it's running through a script, configuring WordPress, that kind of stuff. So now we need to point that this is it. So this is our server setup. It's ready for us to go. And you'll get an email address. My phone just buzzed. So get an email address that says your new WordPress site is ready to go. And it gives you the URL and then your login that we created. So the username and password that we created through this profile. So let's go ahead and exit out of this. So it closed our SSH connection. And I want to just show you before. You can also do this through their website. So you can actually launch the console right here. This is like you were actually sitting at the screen. So if you were to install Ubuntu and WordPress on your computer, this is what it would look like on your screen and logging in. So same thing, root, same way to get in. Instead of it being green, it's just the black screen because it's a console screen. So let me go ahead and show you, we can log in here. And it already went through the script. So you could rerun the script and there's help documents on how to do that. But let's go ahead. I just wanted to show you, and we're going to go ahead and exit out of this to make sure our console is logged out. So there's two ways you can access your server. If for some reason it's not responding via SSH, you can log into Digitalocean and launch the console and get directly to it. So now what we want to do is we've got our WordPress site configured. We've got a name. We got the database and all that kind of stuff installed. WordPress is ready to go. Really straightforward, really easy so far. Now what we do is copy this IP address. We need to set up our DNS. So this may be foreign, especially if you've never done this before. Don't be discouraged by DNS. What does it mean? It's just the name, the address, like we talked about before. And that's the one we entered, demo.lightmediagroup.com. So yours would be your churchname.com or your businessname.com. So let's go ahead and I use GoDaddy. There's a link in the description below to get you signed in, but I'm already actually logged in. I've actually been doing some work earlier today. So I'm going to go into my domains. And what I want to do is I only have an IP address for my server. I don't want people to type in an IP address to try to get to my website. I want them to be able to type in a name, and that name then points to the IP address. So it's kind of like your zip code, where you live in Temple, but your number is actually like your IP address. Very similar. So I am going to manage my domains. Let's see here. Manage domains. So once I logged into GoDaddy, I went down here to my domains. If you need a domain, you can easily purchase one. I'll have a link to quickly do that down below. So I want to add this to the Light Media group. So I'm going to go here and I am going to manage this domain. So manage this domain. So I click on it, go to manage. And this is going to give me all my domain records. These are public. So you could actually go to the Light Media group and look up my DNS information, and you'll get all these records. These are how servers and everything talk across the network. So we want to add an A record we want demo, right? So demo is our host, and it's going to point to that IP address that we created. So it'd be demo dot, this is under the domain, so we're creating a root here, points to this IP address. And I always put the TTL, default's fine. I usually drop it down just in case I have to do any changes. It happens really quick. So I hit save, and now we can test it. So let's go demo.thelightmediagroup.com. And just to mention, if you have any questions about this, just feel free to leave them in the comments below. I'd love to help you. You can also cruise over to our website or reach out to us on social media. Boom. Here's our website. Now, this is just a hello website page powered by WordPress. So our website is active, up and going. So this is what I want you to stick around for, because I'm going to show you how to get in and actually start doing stuff. So now you've got your website for $6 a month. That includes your website, and hosting of your website. And for that extra $1 a month, you're backing up your website. So really cool, right? If you would have known that you could have launched your own website for $6, now some of you are saying, well, you got to pay for the domain name. Domain names you can get for like $12 a year, and so you can really inexpensively launch your own website. And I just showed you how to do that. So, and we can go on 20 minutes. So this is just a bonus tip. Stick around. You want to see this. So now, how do we get into the content management system for our website for WordPress? Very simple. So our website right here. So now what we're going to do is go in here and go to WP-admin. Enter. And this prompts us the content management system, which is WordPress. It allows our login here. So I'm going to enter Adam Horton. This is the one I created up with that green screen up, remember? So let's see, what is my password? Enter your password here. And boom, we are ready to edit our WordPress website. So that's it, guys. If you stuck around this long, I'm really proud of you. This is really awesome. I'm going to remind you again, please like and subscribe if this video was helpful to you. If you thought that you could launch a website with backups for $6 a month, you're doing great. So I'm proud of you for getting this far along. I'm excited. I hope this has helped you. Now it's up to you to design it, right? So be looking out for videos in the future on design and stuff like that. So we'll be getting into WordPress. We'll talk about themes and allow you to and teach you how to create and actually build out your website that's usable. So thank you so much for watching. God bless you. Take care.